Hello everyone, this is General History Gaming, and this is part 19 of our Panzer Corps 2 playthrough. We just achieved victory at Gazala, but we weren't able to take Gambut or Gebre so I'm not sure what effect that's going to have on the next battle, because usually when you have bonus objectives like this, it has some sort of effect on the next battle. So let's go ahead and continue. Okay, so this is actually where the campaign would have branched. That's what I thought it was going to be. See, if we had achieved victory, those last two, see, it says fictional campaign branch not available because bonus objectives at Gazala were not achieved. So if we had taken those two objectives, we actually would have been able to go into Egypt. This doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, because historically they took those objectives anyway. So wouldn't it have made more sense for the bonus objective to be in the next mission, which is of course going to be Alamein, and wouldn't it make more sense for that to be take Alamein, and then you would achieve continue driving into Egypt? I'm not really sure why they chose it to be at Gazala. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I guess maybe they're thinking, because we did face a huge armored force there, and I'm wondering if they use that to represent the 8th Army, and if you would destroy their armor forces there at Gazala, they wouldn't have had the chance to put up a fight at El Alamein. That's the only thing I can think of, because it looks like, okay, so yeah, the arrow's pointing at us, so it looks like we're actually going to be fighting the second battle of El Alamein, and not the first battle, which is actually the Battle of El Halfa Ridge. This is shortly after Montgomery took command of the British forces here. The Battle of El Halfa was a wide-sweeping flanking attack to actually take the town of El Alamein, in which Rommel was unsuccessful. Supplies again were in short supply, and that led to part of it. Part of it was the great positioning by the British, as well as the air support that the British had. All these factors sort of laid into effect, and that's why Rommel's attack now stalled. Rommel, of course, didn't give up on his assault, but he did end up sort of digging in as the British began to build up their forces for the offensive. Now Rommel would dig in across a 65-kilometer front, I believe is how big it was. It led all the way to from the sea to the Qatar Depression, which was this basically ridgeline, and at the bottom of the ridgeline was very soft sand, which was not good for tanks. So the British only had a small section that they could actually attack from. And then that section was heavily mined by the Germans. Over 500,000 mines were placed by the Germans across the 65-kilometer front. A lot of these mines do exist today, and from what I understand, a lot of people still die every year because they're stepping on these landmines or driving on these landmines that are still there to this day. So that's sort of where we sit. Now, Rommel actually fell ill before the British launched their second attack, and was actually back in Germany. Was it Germany? I forget where he was at. But he wasn't in North Africa at the time. He would actually fall ill several times while being in Africa, and he wouldn't be present at a lot of his battles, but he would eventually become present at the second battle of El Alamein. Now, the British had twice as much armor as the Germans had, including a lot of the new Sherman tanks that were now being delivered due to Lend-Lease. I don't know what happened to the sound, it's really low. So hopefully you can read, I don't know, I'll have to look. I think I messed up some of the settings. Okay, so that's the end of the briefing. We have our new hero, First Strike. Unit always attacks first. That'll be good, especially for air units. It shows an air unit, so I think that actually might be where I put it. Very quickly, let's go to the options. I think something happened to the audio. Wow, the audio did go down quite a bit. It won't play his music. The music is loud. I'm not really sure what happened to the audio. Now I did just download the new DLC, so that might have had a reason for that. I'm not really sure. Hopefully that's a little better. I'm trying to remember what I had set the audio at. So I may have to go back and readjust after this. But let's go ahead and start. So hopefully you can hear what's actually going on in the game. So like I said, first battle of Alamein is over. I believe this is supposed to be Alamein Alpha. I don't know. But as you can see, we are tasked with holding several objectives, including Kidney Ridge, Mirta Ridge. Not so many in the south. It's really just that. Although we do have the Italian HQ we have to hold, the German HQ. Says control all objectives at the end. I don't know if this is one of these battles where we actually have to hold all the objectives. I'm not sure. We'll see. But let's go ahead and start building up our forces again. Now, these pioneers, not going to need them. Not going to need them for this battle. That should open us up a little bit more. We'll go ahead and give these guys some elite replacements. We'll give this artillery some elite replacements. Try and keep these guys as experienced as possible. And I'll give this Stuka unit some elite replacements because they're 1-star. That'll help, I hope. Alright, let's go ahead and give the rest of these guys green replacements. Don't know if I'm going to need the strategic bomber in this map either, so I'm actually going to go ahead and put him to reserve. Now, what do we have in our reserve? Oh, we're definitely going to need this guy. I don't know if we're going to need the recon unit either. Fallschirmjägers we're not going to need. So that gets us 25 free core slots. I'm probably going to use a lot of that on anti-tank, as well as some more infantry probably. In fact, what I might do, let's go ahead and bring these second Fallschirmjägers back in, get them back up to full strength, but then upgrade them. We're going to go ahead and change them into Grenadiers. Or should I do Gerberjägers? Because they're going to be, no, we'll do Grenadiers. They're going to be better on the heart attack. We're going to be facing a lot of tanks. We'll give them an Opal Blitz just to be safe. So, there we go. They're basically down to a 0 experience, but it's a little less money that we have to spend. Alright, let's take a look at upgrading these Panzers if we can. We can give them the L. So the Panzer III L was basically a up-gunned, up-armored version of the Panzer J. It actually had the long barrel. So this Panzer J1 is basically a Panzer L. Essentially the exact same thing. As you can see, the stats don't even really change at all. Except a little more defense. Because, so the Panzer IIIL was upgraded with the, and like I said, some of the Js were upgraded with the 5cm L60 gun, which is a longer barrel, more penetrating power. But the L was also given 20 millimeters more of armor plating, so you can sort of see that represented, specifically along the mantlet, but some on the hull here as well. So much better version, and it is going to cost a core slot to upgrade it to that, but I'm okay with that because we got so much to work with. So let's just go ahead and get all these Panzer 3s upgraded to Panzer Ls, 3Js that is. Even though, well, this one I'm not even gonna have to upgrade it core slots. There you go. I might go ahead and bring in another tank as well. We'll see. Like I said, gonna focus a little bit more on anti-tank. Did I? Thought I had a lot of anti-tank. Maybe not. Did I disband all those anti-tank units I had? Or did they just get destroyed? I really don't know. I thought I had more anti-tank than this. One thing I am going to do is I want to try and maintain air superiority as well. I have a lot of tactical bombers, which is fine. I might go ahead and get another fighter. In fact, can I upgrade these fighters? Is it possible? Ooh, okay, yes. We can upgrade to the Focke-Wulf 190, so we're going to do that. It's going to cost 2 core slots, but again, I got a lot to work with, so I'm not too worried about that just yet. I might end up downgrading one of these guys as well. But now I'm going to focus, like I said, on anti-tank. Not so much mobile anti-tank. I don't really care too much about mobile anti-tank at the moment. I'm going to mainly focus on stagnant anti-tank, maybe upgrade them later as we move on. But we have these new 75mm guns, so we'll definitely do that. The Pak 40s. Let's go ahead and start with 2 of these. I might go ahead and get 1 Stug. One of the upgraded Stugs. Which one's better? Yeah, the Stug is a little bit better than the Martyr 3. So, we'll go ahead and get 1 Stug. For now. I may end up getting some more, and I think. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get 1 more Panzer 4. And that should actually... Actually, I need more infantry. I don't think 6 infantry is going to be enough. So, you know what? I'm just wasted that. I'm going to disband that Stug. And I'm going to go ahead and get some more infantry. Maybe just 2 more units. We'll do a Grenadier and a Warmock infantry. So that gives me 105. In fact, I'm also going to go ahead. I'm going to upgrade. Oh, wait. You know what? Let me do that. And then I'm also going to put my recon, because I don't feel like I'm going to need recon too much, into storage. And finally, I'm going to get another anti-tank gun. Alright, so I got 3 anti-tank guns, 4 if you count my 88. 8 units of infantry, 6 tanks, 3 anti-tank guns, 4 artillery, 4 fighters, very upgraded fighters, and 5 tactical bombers. I can deal with that. So, like I said, I'm going to give him the hero at first strike. Give it to one of my fighters. Because I think that counts for both when I'm attacking and when they're attacking me. So, that'll work. Alright, so let's go ahead and start deploying some of these infantry units. Put the Grenadiers up on that hill. Put that artillery there. So I feel like Kidney Ridge and Myrta Ridge are going to be the 2 hardest to defend. Put some of my mobile up here in the north. There goes my dog. Actually, I'm going to put the 88 up here on the ridge. Put most of my Grenadier units here. Put an anti-tank there as well. Spread out my tank forces. Put an anti-tank at each one of the HQs. Also gonna put an artillery up here. Put some of my grenade. This artillery I'll move on to Kidney Ridge in support. Gonna need some artillery down here in the south as well. I really don't know. I believe this rough desert is impassable, at least to tanks and armor and stuff. Although they could go around here. I might go ahead and throw one unit in here just to sort of head off any forces that may be coming up that way. Oh man, this is just so much ground to cover. And I like I said, I don't really know if I'm supposed to hold on to everything. Because, like I said, it's really weird. Some missions you can allow stuff to be taken, some you can't. It's really confusing. Alright, so I'll put a fighter here. We'll put two of the fighters in the middle. Then put my two 109s. And again, I'll just put one Stuka at each one of those, and then my final Stuka here in the middle as well. I feel like that's where most of the attack's going to come from, is going to be right here in the middle. Alright, so that's going to be everything I can do at the moment. I assume. Can't upgrade these guys right now. Yeah, it's going to cost the core slot. So yeah, that's all I can really do, although... Could I upgrade this guy? No, it's going to cost... It would be nice to have the 42 right here. It might be... It gets a little bit more range, I think, over the Stug. I don't know. For some reason it's not showing. There we go. No, it's the same range, although it is a lot more penetrating power and better defense. Oh well. Alright, so there we go. Let's go ahead and start this. After all that setup, I'm assuming they're going to have to first go at things, so... Yep, so here we go. So the British opened up with a heavy artillery barrage onto the Germans, very much like World War I. It was very walking barrage style. It started in the north, but they had to wait till the sappers could, of course, clear these heavy minefields. That's one thing I wish this game would represent, is the fact that these areas were very heavily mined. It's something that the game, like I said, is not really representing very well. And we're just letting... It's weird, I had to deal with the British, tank... sorry. The British, heavily mined fields at, Gazela. But I'm not... they don't have to worry about mine? That's really weird. Not very historically accurate. But I guess it is what it is. Oh man. Actually, let's go ahead and take back those two attacks. Actually, one more time. God dang it. That really didn't do much. That'll help though, hopefully. Oh yeah, the Focke-Wulfs are much better than the Kitty Hawks. Wow. Did I actually attack? Okay, I did. So I'm going to counterattack right away. Really aiming for their armor. I really don't know how much they have in reserve, though. Okay. Hey, we got that Valentine's to surrender pretty quickly. I know I said I was going to shift him. Actually, I should. Oh wait, I can't. I've already used up all my... Yeah, gonna have to reinforce right away. Don't really want to move him up like that this early. Maybe I can move him there. No, I'm going to leave these guys in their positions. I'm just going to go ahead and reinforce. Keep them as full of strength as they possibly can. 1-to-1. Okay, we ended up getting 1-to-1, so that's not too bad. And we still have one more Stuka out here. Where should we put her? I don't really know if I want to even use it, because if I put it out there, it's going to get swarmed by these Typhoons and Spitfires. I know that. Well, I could put it here. That way he's still backed up by that Bachwolf. And we nailed that Crusader. So there we go. Alright, so that's going to be it for now. So there. Okay, focus on the Italian. Now most of the it's kind of weird. Most of the actual oh wow, god dang, don't take him out already. 109 took 6 casualties right away. Like I said, they can focus on the Italian stuff all they want. Oh, what in the world? You gotta be kidding me. Alright, I'm getting this tank out of there. I took a heck of a lot of casualties, stuff I wasn't really expecting to take. Alright, let's clear out their air force. Oh wait. Let's, I guess, go after the fighter for it first. God dang it. I didn't want to have to use all this against just one unit. Nothing, really. Got him to fall back. I guess hit him with some artillery. I'll hit them. Alright, so here we go in the south. Now the British Southern forces were actually tasked with moving against and drawing the attention of the 21st Panzer and the Italian Area Division that were sort of located in reserve here towards the front. That way they couldn't go up and assist with the assault in the north. Like I said, Montgomery put a lot of his focus here in the north in order to, in terms of attacking the Germans, mostly moving along the coast here for most of the battle. Alright, so I'm going to, actually for now, no, we'll keep him where he's at for now. So they pulled their armor away from the north here, so now I should have a pretty easy time of taking care of this infantry for now. I don't know if I really want to move any of my troops just yet. And I think that's going to be it for... Oh no, I still got some of these forces here in the north. I think what I'll do... Yeah, we'll go after that Valentine. And that actually puts me in position to attack this Typhoon. Ah, there you go. That was good. Alright, good. Alright, let's go ahead and end this turn. Now, the general that was actually put in charge for Rommel, who was sort of like the on-field general, actually, his name was General Sturm, and actually ended up having a heart attack. And after this, Hitler ordered Rommel to return to the to North Africa and to the battle, because General Sturm would literally like I said, he actually went to the front to actually observe the battle. And that's when he actually came under fire, and like I said, suffered a heart attack and died. So like I said, Rommel at this point then gets ordered to the front, and wow, that advanced unit took a lot of casualties. Alright, well, this Sherman should go down pretty easily. Yeah. Alright, so we'll actually just replace him. Let's get replacements for this guy as well. Move this guy up onto the high ground, which also encircles them. I'll keep hitting the Shermans. Alright. Move this tank gun up forward. Alright, got him on the move. Should be able to finish him off. There we go. Alright, move him for fighter support. Oh, we got a Churchill on the field. We should probably go after him. Alright, we'll move that unit forward. Oh, wow. Alright, that'll help a little bit better against that anti-tank. Get him back up to full strength. And get him back up to full strength. Use this Italian infantry to sort of plug away at that infantry. Or move in against. Probably have sent my Stuka in first. Alright, we'll pursue him. Oh, really? Actually, move him up there. That way he can get supporting fire in. Go ahead and just put him up to full strength. And we have one more Stuka. What should we do with it? Probably hit that anti-tank gun is the best idea. Or we could go ahead and knock out this Valentine. Let's go ahead and knock out this Valentine. There we go. Okay. Alright, and that 88 Stu girding from the hill there. We do have these guys. Let's go ahead and move them up. Sort of plug this gap in our line there. I know they were sort of digging in, and that makes me lose my entrenchments. But I guess I'm okay with that for now. Now, historically, like I said, the British sent attack after attack, trying to clear out these minefields. They were opening up small corridors, and there's several stories of the British would open up a corridor and then start driving their tanks through it, only to have the Germans counterattack. And depending on what time of day each side attacked, they'd actually had the sun to their backs, which made things a lot more difficult for either side as they moved forward. You know, if the sun was setting, so the Germans would have like the sun at their back at nightfall, and then during the early hours of the day, the British would have the sun at their back. So, like I said, you would see sort of the attacks happening. So the British would launch their attacks early in the day. The Germans would launch their attacks in the evening. So they would have that sun at their backs. It's, like I said, this happened several times, and like I said, you could almost count your watch to which side was going to attack when. All right, so we did get forced off the hill here. I feel like they're not in a very good position, though, and we should be able to knock them back off of it. All right, let me see if I move him. Oh, let's go ahead and I guess we'll just go ahead and move him onto the hill. And we'll sacrifice the Italian infantry. Alright, let's upgrade him. Actually, why'd I do that? Should put him here. Yeah, didn't get as good a results though. Oh well, that's the way things go. You know what? Oh wait, I can't take that back. Damn it. Alright, let's see. That Churchill is going to be my biggest worry, although we do have more armor coming up here as well. Alright, we got him to surrender. That's good. Phew. I'm not going to get anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get him at full strength then. just in case they still have something of an Air Force, although it doesn't seem like they have any Air Force left. Ooh, they have a lot more tanks coming up, that's for sure. So that's unfortunate. I got nothing in reserve either. I have committed all my forces forward. I don't really want to attack. Let's do this. That way, even if they attack here, I should be supported by these anti-tank guns no matter what. I still have this unit here that I can always, like I said, I'm sort of holding the gap here in case the British move, but I can always retreat them if need be. Probably should have went more armor focused. I got all that infantry there towards the end. I should have probably got another tank, specifically a Panzer IV. I probably would have been better off. Okay, but I think that's going to actually hold it for this turn. I know we're only in turn 4. We still have 2/3 of a battle still left to fight. But I think that's going to be it for now. Although, like I said, I don't think they have much of an Air Force left, but we'll see. I mean, I could fly out one of my planes out to that airfield next turn. That looks like the only one they have. Oh, no, they have one here in the south. And they do have another one up here in the north. So I don't know. They might still have something of an Air Force left. I mean, they do still have this Typhoon. But hopefully if they try and attack next turn, I'll be able to take him out. But like I said, that next turn will have to come in the next episode. So thank you all for watching. And we'll see you again next time. This is General History Gaming, signing out. Bye-bye.